Today is February 18th, 2018, and today we got news of a plane crash in Iran with 66 people aboard. Now, February 18th, 2018 is a special date in the language of Gematria. And let me explain why. Using the English extended method, this cipher most closely mirrors the ancient Hebrew Gematria and Greek isopsephy charts. Well, using this method, the word death sums to 218. And think about how you write today's date. 218, 2018. It's two sets of 218. So this is certainly significant. And another thing I want to share with you is that using the standard alphabetic order, where you just number the letters relative to their position in the alphabet, A is 1, B is 2, ending with Z is 26. Well, in this method, the book of Revelation equals 218. So here we are today on 218, getting a plane crash that's themed with the numbers of Revelation, and I'll explain how. First of all, book of Revelation, as you see, using the reverse reduction method. So what this cipher does is first you reverse the alphabetic order and number the letters Z is 1, Y is 2, through A is 26. And then you reduce them each to a single digit. So Q would be the 10th letter in the reverse order. 1 plus 0 is 1. So that's what you use. In this method, the book of Revelation equals 97. And it's being brought in with a plane crash. Plane crash equals 97 using the standard alphabetic order. Now, the book of Revelation is the 66th book of the Bible. Again, 66 people aboard, and in the language of Gematria, using the alphabetic order, the city that this plane took off from, Tehran, sums to 66. Now, Gematria, while I think it's a simple practice, there are multiple ciphers in use. Some of these are mathematical and they result in big numbers. So here is the square number cipher, another one of the base 10 ciphers from the Hebrew language, and this is where each number is multiplied by itself prior to adding it to the equation. In this method, Tehran equals 1010, or 1010, and this takes us to Jewish Gematria, where Revelation equals 1010. And if you're wondering what Jewish Gematria is, this is based on the original Latin alphabetic order. This is a cipher that's been around for many more hundreds, if not thousands of years than English. Revelation talks about the mark of the beast. Using the reverse order, this sums to 234. And in Jewish Gematria, Tehran equals 234. Now, if you multiply 6 times 6 times 6, you get 216, 216. Measuring from Iranian Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's birthday, which was on July 17th, or 717, measuring to the date of this plane crash, it's 216 days. In Gematria, 666 and 33 are related, because when you write out 666 in the alphabetic order, you get 156, same as triple sixes. And when you write out 33, you also get 156. And the city of Tehran sums to 33 in the reverse reduction method. So just more to the ritual, it appears. So this plane was en route to Yasuj, Iran. And this town has some numbers that seem to line up with sacrifice and death. You have a 118 alphabetic order. In Jewish Gematria, both death and homicide sum to 118. 4662 reduction, just like the word sacrifice, 4662. And then a 125 in the reverse order. Using the Kabbalah, sacrifice equals 125, as well as one other method. So what's also interesting is that the name of the village they say this plane crashed in, they told us it was in Kohengan village, however you pronounce that. In Gematria, Kohengan village equals 67. And I also want you to pay attention to this 919, because when you flip this number upside down, it sums to 616, or is 616, which is ritual sacrifice in Jewish Gematria. And as far as that 67 goes, blood sacrifice, 67, reduction, same as human sacrifice, 67. But the bigger town that this was nearby, so notice how they said, they gave us the name of the village that it crashed in, but also said it was about 120 kilometers from Semiram town, right? So now you have Semiram, and in Gematria, this sums to 43 reverse reduction and 97 reverse ordinal. And when using the standard alphabetic order, plane crash equals 43 and 97. And I also want to point out the name of this airlines. I talk about numerology on this channel, but there are hoax words as well. You have the man and the sun are the two big hoax words. And this airline has the man right in the name there. Iran Asaman Airlines. And what's interesting about this airline is that it was founded in 1970, making it 48 years old here in 2017. And when you take this headline from CNN as it currently reads and punch it in the Gematrinator, you get 223 reduction. And 223 is the 48th prime number. And this is a significant number in Revelation numerology. Revelation says the ruler in end times is the synagogue of Satan. The synagogue of Satan equals 223, using the alphabetic order. If you look at this headline again, there's a couple more interesting numbers. First of all, the alphabetic order, 547. This is the 101st prime number. 101 is the gematria of assassin, often coded into death. But the name of these airlines, Iran Asaman Airlines, using single reduction, this is where the S is worth 10 instead of 1, because it's the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 is 10. Using this method, the airline sums to 101. But most interesting of all of these numbers is the 722 in the reverse alphabetic order. And as I commonly talk about on this channel, the circle, the mark of the beast, 22 divided by 7 gives you the first 3 digits of pi, and when you write out 22 divided by 7, it sums to 314 alphabetic order, just like, again, the first 3 digits of pi. So for this headline to sum to 722, that is absolutely no coincidence. The mark of the beast is first mentioned in the 227th verse of Revelation. And you flip that number around, you get a 722. I also want to point out what this headline sums to in the Jewish method with Jewish reduction. You got a 254. And it seems like every time there's a plane crash in the media, they always throw some reminder of 9/11 at us. September 11th, the 254th day of the year. So it just seems like a plane crash by the numbers. My guess is that this is a hoax, but I can only speculate. How do you get exactly 66 people on the plane that leaves Tehran? How do they set all these details up if it's a real crash? I'm not sure, but we don't get the benefit of knowing. We just have to use what we can to get closer to the truth. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, Truth Seeker. Have a good one.